Hello and welcome back to Legioncraft Season 1 Episode 10, I think. It should be around 10, yeah. I've tested out the shield. It works wonderfully. It blocks 100% of physical contact. This armor prevents you from being knocked back. So, you can literally fight skeletons without being knocked back by any damage. You can fight anything without being knocked back. And I can block 100% of the damage. It's wonderful. I am happy. I also went and made some ammunition. I actually duped out 3 rounds somehow. So yeah, now I have 8 of these and 5 extra. So, oh well. Not much of a big deal, honestly, but yeah, it's... If there's a discrepancy in how many ammunition, how many cartridges I have, yeah, that's why. Today, you may notice I want a crafter. I've been running into an issue where I need to craft a lot of items all at once. I don't need to craft a lot of items. I need to craft a very few set of items. Especially when I'm running the quarry, I need to craft it into stone, that I want to craft it into a more compressed stone, and continue this on until it's literally just this black hole of cobblestone. And that's what we're going to do today. I do need this. And this. And the other part. And I need iron and redstone and crafting benches. I'm just going to take this for now, just in case I need it. Let's see. I have iron, I have... What else am I missing? What else does this require? Gold. Okay, I have plenty of gold nuggets, so hooray. I'm actually going to make a handful of these just because I'm not sure when I'm going to be making this, or when I'm going to need to be making a large amount of small objects. So I'll just make just a small handful of them. Oh. I need to automate the production of these flowers at some point, but right now, not much of an issue. I also have a few other things I want to make, but yeah, I'll just make 2 of these for now. Just because, not much of an issue. And I know that's not the correct one. I was seeing if that was actually going to be interchangeable. And it was not. Disappointed. But you can only get so far sometimes. Need those 2, that, and... I need some redstone torches. I'll probably end up needing more redstone torches, so I'm going to make a handful more. Just because they're handy. Let's see, what am I thinking? Stick. There we go. Now, I guess I'll only produce 1 since I only made enough crafting benches to do that. And I'll make more. I actually can easily just do this. 1 crafting bench, 2 crafting bench. Hooray. 1 for you, and 1 for you. Now these do require power, I'm pretty sure, but that's easily solved by simply having something like this. I actually don't know how much power they require per tick. I think it's like per crafting recipe, and you could just do that. It does require a small bit of power. It can hold 50,000. Doesn't sound like it'd be that bad. It can only hold 2 recipes, though, at a time. You can actually upgrade these, however, relatively easily. I think, yeah, it's just 1 more set of these, and then I think the next one... That's not hard at all. Why wouldn't I just go for the full upgrade? Because this does have the ability to hold 8 recipes, so... There's a discrepancy there. There's some weirdness that I'm not sure why. Yeah. Yeah, these can no longer stack. That's interesting. Oh, it's because it has energy. Yeah, it explains it. Okay. That means I need 4 for this. I'm guessing it keeps its power when I do this. Yep. And then I'm just going to do it again. Why not? I know it'll probably require a little bit more power, and I'll just let that charge. Yeah, basically the same thing, so it's not bad at all. Do this, make some more. Can only make 12, but not a problem. As long as I have a few. I need... Let's just do this. I need 4. Place these, this, and this. Thank you. Because I am going to need these at some point. This is just kind of a means to an end. I don't want to have to deal with a lot of this stuff. And one of the first things I really just want to do is place these here. This. I want to, let's see, recipe 1, apply, and it just compresses all this. And, let's see. This, I don't want to export. Yeah, let's just do that. So it stays here. Now, next time we have a bunch of cobblestone in there, it should keep it inside of the actual machine. And I'll be pumping a lot of cobblestone into this. I will literally just be flooding this thing with cobblestone. And the next thing, let's go for here. Keep it internal. Apply. Hooray! So now, whenever I flood this with huge and just absurd amounts of cobblestone, it'll keep compressing it into double compressed and then triple compressed, and it'll just continue this. And I will literally just have this as the black hole of cobblestone. I'm already pleased with this idea, and it doesn't require that much power. Yeah, that is not bad at all. And so I can actually do that for a couple things. Not only do I want this to do that, I'm half tempted to have the, oh, actually, I have a different idea for this one. This one's going to be in storage for a little bit at least, because I need to have a sorting system for that. But now that we have this, and I'll probably end up just making another one of these, I think, because that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. You know what? I want to make an actual generator. I actually have a use for an actual generator, because I'm getting a little bit tired of some other things. Actually, should I go with a steam dynamo? Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, that wouldn't... No, I actually have a use for a standard generator right now. Just a single, standard, gray generator. Furnace generator. Recipe. That requires a machine block, which is not that bad. I actually don't remember that recipe, so that might be newer. I need that. What does that require? I actually was not paying attention in the slightest. I probably should. It's just a chest. That's easy enough. That. Let's see. Recipe, redstone. I don't have any redstone on me. I knew I was going to need redstone. I just wasn't expecting that. There we go. Iron all around it. Gives me 4 machine blocks. That was not what I was expecting. I also need a furnace, which, funny enough, I actually don't have the cobblestone to make. But that's why we have these. Each one of these is basically equivalent to a stack and a half, or it's a stack and a quarter of cobblestone, which is good enough. I actually only need one. Then I need this, this. These are actually going to be redstone, and machine block. Makes a standard furnace generator. Now these furnace generators are slightly more efficient, or slightly less efficient than these, but they have the added benefit of producing 40 RF instead of 5 RF per tick. And these are handy when I'm building the next thing I'm going to be using, which is going to require some steel. It actually requires a good bit of steel. Okay, I want to start with making this, and I actually need to clear out my inventory. I need some steel scaffolding. Let's clear up my inventory for a bit, because I'm going to need some iron. There's a lot of stuff. I really need to sort out my inventory at some point. Next, I'm going to need some... I need to remember, I'm actually just going to make a core sampler. And these core samplers are actually rather useful, because I'm going to be producing some other stuff that's going to require that. I actually just need quite a bit of copper. I need at least that, which I need copper, and I have no copper on me. Could have sworn I said I needed copper. I think I just need this. Yep, I just need... Oh. That makes steel. I don't need steel. I need iron. That would have been a real blunder. Actually, it wouldn't have been that much of a blunder just because I actually will need steel mechanical components at some point. But right now, it's not very useful to me. There we go. Need this. And I also need this. These. There we go. I now have this. These two. And this. Which isn't that expensive comparably, but this thing is really valuable. But it's not really valuable in this world, because I'm not going to be using this in the world. We'll be going to the other world. And really, I could do it here, but there's just a lot of nuisances that I'd rather avoid if I can. And I actually want to grab some fuel. And the main reason I want to start making some of these generators is because the biggest problem here, I'm full. That entire thing is completely filled and I can't do anything more with it. I'm literally producing more fuel than I can actually burn. And so, we're going to the next area. We're going to this area, where I'm going to actually start, maybe with my spell altar. I'll have it here. I'm not sure yet. I'd rather not have this be my main world. But we'll see. Now, if you'll notice when you have this in your hands, this will actually show you the chunk borders. Not a bad thing. What I want to do is I want to check certain chunks for resources. And the simplest way to do this is this. One of these will test out one chunk. Right click. It'll start its job. It'll burn through this entire piece and produce one core sample. There we go. This chunk has no minerals, no fluid reservoirs. This chunk is useless to us. But that's actually good because I'm going to be... what is it? This area is not going to be around for very long. I'm going to be coring it. I actually want to empty out some of my inventory quickly. And I'll bring one of those compactor things here so I can remove this, basically. This huge amount of stuff. I will be compressing most of it. So, we're good. Now, often I would say, put a chest here, but we're not actually... Yeah, I'm not even going to bother putting a chest. I'll just have to remember that this one has nothing in it. And if I had double core sample it, it's not going to be much of a problem. But I do want to carry chests around for when I do this in other chunks. And I can basically just burn this now. I want to actually make a chest. I'll just toss it in here. Just so I don't have to deal with it. And it does tell you what the coordinates are, so not much of an issue. Now, let's head to the next area, which is actually going to be right here, because I feel like doing this one. Get that out of my inventory. Place this here. Toss one of those in. And right click, core sample. I actually want to get rid of these because these are annoying. Again, just over-cluttered inventory. I need to get that done with. This has a good copper vein and lava. Pretty good. It's actually not a bad thing, because we can actually pump up all that lava if we wanted. And when you're doing this, I actually suggest you just do that and move on. Now we're going to go here, because each one of these chunks is slightly different. This will be our next one. Toss that in and fire it up. Wait for the core sampling to come back, and ta-da! This one has oil in it. It has a copper vein, as well as 13 million, or basically 13,000 buckets worth of crude oil, which is something we'll be using very shortly, so this is actually one that we want to mark. And to mark this, I'm not sure, I'm just going to do this for now, indicating that, yeah, this area needs to be, again, checked. Or at least, I'll know what's here, thanks to that chest being there. And I was actually going to core that area, but I might not even bother doing that. So that will be when we're doing our core sampling, and as you can just see, I have too much of this cobblestone. But I have a good use for cobblestone now, because I'm probably going to be using it for my infinite slag making machine, which will be fun. I need to quote-unquote there, fun. And now that we've at least found oil, I actually have a use for that later on, but right now, we're not gonna do anything with that. I will be sampling other things, I just wanted to show that before I ended the episode. It's not the end of the episode yet, but you get the point. Let's see. I still have wood, good, because I actually almost forgot I wanted to do something. Because I made these for a reason. I wanted to make a Pam's Harvest Craft apiary because I have no idea how to do this. I've actually never done this. I'm pretty sure I just need the queen bee, and I'm just going to throw it outside as the world loads in, because I, of course, left. I'll just throw it here, right click. I'm betting you're going to do something. I hope. I don't know. I have never done that. So I just created that just to see if there was any purpose to doing that. I'm also going to go harvest more sugarcane. I've already done this once. And I just need a ton of sugarcane. Huh. I think it's either invisible or... Yeah, he's invisible. Interesting. First time I've seen an invisible spider. Kind of unnerving. But kind of interesting at the same time. Okay. So yeah, now we're just going to produce plenty of sugarcane. I just need this for just about everything. What else do we need? I'm trying to think of what else I was... Oh, I was going to shoot him. But he disappeared before I could. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I actually need to do. Oh, I know exactly what I need to do. Because I've been putting this off, and I keep forgetting, and I keep forgetting, and I keep forgetting. I wanted to tap those rubber trees. Because I actually need that rubber now. Because it'll save me a lot of cows. So we're just going to need basically about that. We're going to just do this. Hooray. 2 tree taps. And of course I can get a mechanical one at some point. But right now we don't need it. I do want to cut down that witchwood tree as well. Because, obvious reasons, I need witchwood to produce the spells. And I want to produce quite a bit of witchwood. Now, this is the first tap. You can actually see that there's still some sort of thing there. I could keep right-clicking and take more, but it does have a chance every time you tap it to prevent it from ever respawning sap ever again, which is not preferable if you want to have a good tree farm. Where's that one? There we go. We'll need alms at some point, but right now I don't have any need for it. So we're just going to chop down the witchwood. And I'm not too worried because there is a witchwood forest nearby. So, yeah, just chop it down. And hopefully I'll get a witchwood sapling. Or 2. But they have a really low spawn chance for witchwood saplings. I was actually surprised I got one. Witchwood's not a very prolific tree to spawn saplings. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't get any. But I did get witchwood, which is basically the thing we're going to be making our first altar out of. Okay, it's actually almost turning night. Not just yet, but it's getting there. I'm pretty sure I have another witchwood around me, but I don't remember. I think it was over in this direction, though. Brr, brr, brr. They're annoying. Oh, there's that one skeleton horse. I really need to get a saddle or something to use those horses. Honestly, I don't really ride horses much, so... Okay, there's the witchwood. It's really far, actually. I thought that was closer than that. But I knew I could actually see one from where the other one was, so I didn't know if it was over there, which I don't see any over there. And of course, the witchwood forest is just over there. I think. I've never been really too terribly accurate on directions, but it's not the end of the world. And because I have such good armor and gear right now, I'm not even afraid of night. Nor do I have a need to be afraid of night. Let's see, did I get any? Oh yeah, I did. Any more? I think I got 2. No, I only got 1. Ah. Sunsets are so nice once you actually have armor. And a really good weapon. So let's break that down. Witchwood planks, not really my favored... Oh, Pressed it too many times. I don't have any food, do I? No, I don't. Oh well. I still need to make a smaller bow, but we won't bother with that for a while. In fact, I might never bother with it just because I have that revolver. The revolver is actually not that bad. I think it does... I want to say 8 damage, which is basically 4 hearts. It might do slightly more or less, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually used this. I hear skeletons, but I think they're underground. Oh. Hi, you are the perfect test for mine. You have 10 hearts. Boom. Okay, it actually does 4.5, which means that it does 9 damage. Oh yeah, I probably should have showed that the armor is really good and you don't even move when they come near. Let's see. Shift right click. You can take out your round and throw that new one in. That's just fun. And creepers are really not going to be the main source of our stuff. Oh, wax comb. Pretty sure I can actually use this later on, but no need right now. Well, I know there's got to be another zombie. They always spawn in just giant groups. Oh. Does nothing. Does nothing. Still does nothing. Oh. Get out of my... Yeah. The actual shield's useful. Does nothing. There we go. Let's see. I can hear another zombie. There we go. Huh, they actually do pretty good damage when they actually do hit me. Probably shouldn't make a habit of that. Carrots, don't need it. Don't need the arrows. There we go. I probably should have eaten that. Oh, wow. You survived that. There we go. Yeah, I can't take another hit. But that was fun. Yeah, the armor itself is not terribly good because I don't have all the plating, but now that I have this, I can actually quarry without too many incidences. I'll probably even have this set up so it takes in, what is it? Dirt and gravels. Basically, the stuff I can actually compress. I'll toss that out for now. Toss that out for now. I don't really need it. Don't need this right now. I probably should eat before I die. Yeah, probably be a good idea. Oh. Does that not work? I thought this worked. I thought you could make, oh, I guess you can't anymore. That's interesting. How do you make toast then? Oh, wait, I know. Yeah, okay, I remember. You have to have some sort of baking pan now. Huh, oh well. I'll just eat random things that I've cooked. And I actually have some extra food here. Pork chops. I actually don't want to use that. I want to use... Yeah, that... Basically, normal cooked food is useless, which is a bit depressing. Where's my lamb? I know I have some lamb here. At least I thought I did. I doubt I ate it. But it's the end of the episode anyway. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I actually really want to start getting this spell to altar up and running. I've been lazy and apparently doing other things. There we go. And unfortunately we didn't get that much of a heal. It's actually kind of sad. But I'll see you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates.